The year is 2026. The automotive world has entered a new age where power is not limited by boundaries, and luxury is no longer defined by quiet restraint. In this era, a single machine has emerged that dares to rewrite everything we thought we knew about exclusivity, performance, and presence. It carries a name that has always stood for elegance, refinement, and royalty. But now, that name has been fused with the unrelenting fury of the most feared powertrain in the modern world. This is the 2026 Rolls-Royce Hellcat, a car that doesn't simply exist, it dominates. Rolls-Royce has always been about perfection. Silent power, unmatched craftsmanship, and the aura of untouchable class. When you see a Rolls, you don't just see a car. You see an empire on wheels, a moving palace for those who rule the world. The Hellcat, on the other hand, is everything opposite. Raw, untamed, ferocious, and unapologetically loud. For years, enthusiasts dreamed of what would happen if these two worlds collided. What if the silent majesty of a Rolls met the thunder of a Hellcat? What if elegance embraced aggression? In 2026, fantasy became reality, and the result is something no one will ever forget. From the outside, the Rolls-Royce Hellcat looks like a storm wearing a tuxedo. Its proportions are unmistakably Rolls: long hood, commanding grille, and a silhouette that speaks of power and dignity. But this isn't your grandfather's Phantom or Ghost. This is sharper, lower, wider, and infinitely more menacing. The spirit of ecstasy still stands proudly at the front, but now she sits above a grille carved with blacked-out crystal and carbon fiber accents. LED laser headlights cut through the darkness with a glare that feels almost alive. The body has been sculpted with a balance between aerodynamics and brutal presence, with muscular fenders flaring outward to house massive 23-inch forged wheels wrapped in performance rubber. The paint itself feels like sorcery. Rolls-Royce offers something new for the Hellcat edition: dynamic chameleon paint that shifts color under different lighting. In the sun, it may gleam a deep obsidian. Under city lights, it glows with streaks of crimson and violet, as though the car itself is breathing fire. At the rear, quad titanium exhausts sit beneath a carbon diffuser, while slim LED taillights stretch across the width, creating a visual signature that screams power in silence. Open the massive coach doors, and the Rolls-Royce Hellcat reveals a cabin unlike any other. This is not just luxury, it's opulence reborn for a new age. Hand-stitched leather, sourced from only the finest hides, covers every surface. Alcantara and carbon fiber blend seamlessly with traditional Rolls-Royce craftsmanship. The Starlight headliner, a Rolls hallmark, has been reimagined for this edition. Now, instead of a tranquil constellation, the roof glows with fiery red streaks, mimicking the trails of meteors burning across the night sky. It feels like sitting inside the universe itself. The dashboard is a futuristic masterpiece. A panoramic OLED display stretches across the cabin, merging digital instrumentation with a luxury infotainment system. The gauges can transform depending on driving mode. In comfort mode, you see elegant Rolls-Royce simplicity. In Hellcat mode, the gauges pulse with red fire, tachometer glowing with intensity, and boost pressure displayed prominently at the center. The steering wheel is wrapped in hand-cut suede with carbon accents, featuring hidden paddles that control not just gears but customizable performance settings. Every seat is a throne. Heated, cooled, massaging, and adjustable in more directions than you can imagine. The rear cabin is just as special. Passengers are cocooned in individual executive seats, complete with fold-out tables, entertainment screens, and champagne coolers. Rolls has always been about making passengers feel like royalty, and the Hellcat doesn't take that away, it adds a new dimension. Now, royalty doesn't just ride in comfort, they ride in fury. But beneath the calm, beneath the crystal, the leather, and the handmade luxury, lies the soul of the beast. Rolls-Royce has borrowed from the unlikeliest of partners, Dodge's Hellcat engine. But this isn't just any transplant. The 6.4-liter supercharged V8 has been tuned, hybrid-assisted, and refined to match the Rolls-Royce ethos. The result: an astonishing 900 horsepower and 1,000 pound-feet of torque. This is not just a Rolls-Royce that glides in silence. This is a Rolls that can rip through the air like a jet fighter. Press the start button, and the cabin shakes with a growl that's both terrifying and intoxicating. The sound is tuned, engineered not just for volume, but for theater. At idle, it rumbles with menace. Step on the throttle, and the exhaust roars like a wild beast, snarling with pops and cracks that echo through tunnels like a symphony of chaos. Rolls has even added an exorcist mode to the exhaust system. Flip a switch, and the car produces an earth-shattering roar designed to intimidate everything around it. Performance is beyond comprehension. 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds, despite weighing more than most supercars. Top speed, a mind-bending 220 miles per hour, making it the fastest production Rolls-Royce ever created. But it's not just about straight-line speed. Advanced adaptive suspension, active aero, and torque vectoring all-wheel drive make the Hellcat version shockingly agile for its size. It glides when you want it to, but it attacks corners when you command it to. Braking power comes from enormous carbon ceramic discs with 8-piston calipers, glowing red behind the wheels. Each stop feels precise, giving you the confidence that no matter how hard you push, the car will obey. For those who still love tradition, Rolls has even made rear-wheel drive burnouts possible. Yes, in 2026, you can watch a Rolls-Royce shred its tires in smoke, something no one thought they'd ever see. Technology elevates the experience even further. Artificial intelligence is built into the system, learning your preferences and adapting in real time. The car knows when you want serenity and when you want fury. It can switch ride comfort, exhaust tone, suspension stiffness, and even interior lighting based on your mood and driving habits. Biometric recognition ensures no one but you can awaken the beast, scanning fingerprints or facial features before ignition. And for the first time, Rolls has introduced autonomous Hellcat mode, allowing the car to unleash its full fury on closed tracks without a driver, showcasing its engineering brilliance. But beyond all the numbers, beyond the horsepower and the speed, lies something deeper. The Rolls-Royce Hellcat is not just a machine. It's a statement. It tells the world that luxury does not have to mean silence. That power and class are not opposites. They can live together in perfect harmony. It redefines what it means to own a Rolls-Royce. No longer just the car of kings and billionaires, but also the weapon of enthusiasts who demand both elegance and aggression in one package. Imagine arriving at a gala in this machine. The doors swing open, revealing the glowing starlight interior as the exhaust crackles behind you. Heads turn, cameras flash, and silence falls as everyone realizes they are witnessing something more than a car. They are witnessing a phenomenon. Or imagine taking it to the open road at midnight, city lights fading in the mirror, engine roaring as the speedometer climbs. Every moment in the Rolls-Royce Hellcat feels like a movie scene,